Folks, do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her forever.
Have you ever noticed how the strongest assertions frequently crumble when questioned gently? Ask someone to support their audacious assertion supported by real data. Angel Reese was recently questioned by a Chicago Sky reporter over her audacious claim from the previous season. Me Too is the reason why people watch women's basketball, and her tour response has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. For various reasons, Howie will soon reveal that awkward situation. The stats tell the true story. Did I.S. Reese the main attraction? Or has she simply been following Caitlin Clark around for a long time? We'll get into this hilarious. A case of foot-and-mouth syndrome serves as a warning against writing checks that cannot be cashed. If you're on the Clark team, comment below. Baby goat over baby giraffe. Come on.
It's been so long since I've seen this clip, I forgot how arrogant Angel Reese sounded. I forgot how full of herself Angel Reese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted that she's not getting the credit that she deserves.
Do you recall when Angel Reese declared, "People watch women's basketball because of Me Too"? That audacious claim from the previous. The WNBA season of this year just spectacularly came to pass. I suppose the words "reality are on the way" was actually intended for Angel Reese.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
At the height of her battle with Caitlin Clark, Reese presented herself as more than just an exceptional player, but as a draw for viewers. A few years ago, following LSU's triumph over Iowa, Reese didn't back down from the spotlight. She accepted it, asserted it, and effectively informed everyone that she was equally accountable for the unprecedented number of spectators as Clark was. It was evident from the story she crafted that women's basketball required both of them equally.
So Angel Reese was asked about this exact statement, and she decided to duck it.
In order to begin the 2025 season, the Chicago Sky recently held a press conference. Reese was asked directly by a reporter regarding her well-known assertion. Did she still think that people were watching women's basketball because of her?
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question. Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom.
Her answer? Two awkward words that spoke a lot. Next query. The uneasiness was felt throughout the room. No justification, no defense, and no data to support her earlier claim. Just a quick dodge that showed more than any response could have.
Now, keep in mind, whoever asked this, and there's people clowning the person that asked this, it was her statement going during the basketball season from last year, and the person's asking for her current feelings on said statement, her own statement. She pulled a next question. She ducked that. She duck goose that right out of existence.
In addition to being uncomfortable, this experience was illuminating. Reese was unable to explain her own remarks when faced with real proof. To be honest, why would she try? The figures reveal an entirely different narrative from the one she. Last year, they attempted to sell us. Let's examine the figures. The Chicago Sky's average home attendance from the previous season was just. Each game had 8,000 spectators. The Indiana Fever, with almost 17,000 spectators at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, sold out every game. Fans for each trip.
He talked about sold out arenas. What arenas are selling out that Caitlin Clark isn't playing in? I need to know. I need to know. But the Las Vegas Aces. No, the Las Vegas Aces sell out their season tickets. Tell me somebody who's selling out every damn place they go that's not named Caitlin Clark. Tell me somebody who's attracting celebrities, numerous celebrities everywhere they go, not named Caitlin.
Let's fast forward to this year's preseason homecoming game against LSU, where Reese is expected to have enormous assistance. This is where she developed her brand and won a championship during her time in college. The outcome? The Pete Maravich Assembly Center, an arena that can accommodate over 13,000 people, drew a pitiful 6,000 spectators. Not even close to celebrating their champion's comeback. Her star power isn't exactly endorsed by that.
Statements from last year, that's from a circus. That was a clown show statement to have made about watching for us and blah, 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 blah.
Looking at her other preseason games makes it worse. The home game between the Chicago Skies and the Minnesota Lynx drew just 4,600 people showed up. Consider that there were not even 5,000 seats available on her own WNBA home court. Another matchup with the Lynx managed just 7,600 spectators this time in Minnesota. To be honest, the majority of the spectators were there to watch the Lynx, the home team. These aren't the numbers of someone spearheading a revolution in basketball. These are the numbers for attendance of any other WNBA match.
We're going to find out very quickly who amongst the Chicago Sky fans are really and truly basketball fans, or are they Angel Reese, the content creator fans? Because, and you got some of those folks obviously tuning in for basketball, but is it because of Angel Reese or for the best interest of the Chicago Sky team and you want to see them win ball games?
It's really easy to see the pattern. Reese refuses to confront the narrative that the stands convey game after game. Following the LSU game, Reese's mother attempted to defuse the situation on social media by writing,
Angel Reese's mom taking to X to tweet this after all of the hullabaloo about Caitlin Clark and the high ratings. She says, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, all right. It is a different year, and it is the same haters, but I think you're calling yourself out, Mama Reese.
Reese, your defensive tone says it all. Attack those who point out the facts when you can't win with them. It wasn't simply Reese ducking an awkward reporter at the following question period. She was trying to avoid a conflict. With the unsettling reality of her true influence on attendance, she made an assertion that she cannot retract. And the receipts are now due. The numbers stand alone and don't need to be interpreted or spun as unmistakable proof that something is off. And these attendance numbers are going to seem much more awful, I promise. When we contrast them with the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark situation, the numbers of people who attended Reese's, the unpleasant reality she refuses to confront is revealed through games. Being a draw and talking about being one are two whole different things. Various things.
And said next question, so she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own words.
Caitlin Clark doesn't have to say anything, while Reese sidesteps inquiries about her influence. The figures depict a picture. So, it's obvious that trying to compare oneself to her is nearly embarrassing.
Angel Reese voluntarily went on a, quote, they're watching for me too, and I want y'all to realize that rant, because she wanted that attention. She created the drama, asking her about her comment as we enter a new season is perfectly normal and not stirring things up. Absolutely.
Do you recall the Carver Hawkeye Arena homecoming game for Clark? At just 45 minutes, all 15,000 seats at the venue were sold out. That is quicker than you could watch a basketball quarter. Not only were tickets being purchased, as if their lives depended on it, they were racing to obtain them. Who could hold them accountable? This was not your typical basketball game. It was a phenomenon.
It's Caitlin Clark Mania, and here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlin Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distances.
Reese's supporters will contend that her fan base is restricted to Indiana and Iowa. Let's examine the receipts now. In 2024, Clark's basketball jersey sold the second most, only surpassed by the legendary Steph Curry and Reese. Not even in the top 10 is her, the lone WNBA player present is Clark. Consider that Caitlin is selling more goods compared to NBA stalwarts like LeBron James, who have won numerous titles. Additionally, researchers claim that during her sophomore season, she is expected to take second place in the history of WNBA jersey sales. Not only are these numbers impressive, but they also make history.
What about viewership? Tell me everybody who's getting consistently over 1 million views on their basketball games, not named Caitlin. Oh, okay. And then Angel Reese goes into, I'll be happy to play the villain role. I'll be happy to play the villain, but don't be mean to me. Don't be mean to me. But I'll be happy to play the villain role.
Do you like the contrast to be even more striking? Examine the cost of the tickets. Yes, preseason games. The average price of a ticket featuring Clark was over $600. It's not a typo, more than $600 to view the show. Basketball. Some NBA clubs would be envious of those numbers. That average is actually the highest ever recorded for a basketball game at any level, including college games for both men and women. Clark did more than merely shatter records. She broke them.